Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we'll be talking about the Mountain Valley Pipeline between West Virginia and Virginia. Please remember to like and subscribe. Alright, fact 1. Spans 2 states. As I mentioned in the introduction, the Mountain Valley Pipeline really only spans 2 United States states, the West Virginia and Virginia. If you look at this map, you'll see it traverses through West Virginia and into Virginia. This is through the Appalachian mountain ranges, and that's why it's called Mountain Valley Pipeline. It traverses through a lot of mountainous areas and really bypasses major cities. Of course, if you think about it, when a pipeline is constructed through wilderness areas, people are going to complain. And we'll get into the next sections. But the people of West Virginia are actually okay with this pipeline. And I'm not so sure about the people in Virginia. But overall, the people in these mountain ranges seem to be okay with the pipeline because of the economic prosperity that it may bring them. Alright, let's get into the next fact. Fact 2. 2 million decatherms a day. Decatherm is a way of measuring gas volume, like BTUs or cubic feet. And this pipeline is able to transport 2 million decatherms in one single day. This is enough to power millions of homes and businesses. So it's a significant pipeline. And the gas that's going to traverse through it is a significant amount. And so as we get into the next sections, the pipeline is constructed for one simple reason: to export the gas that is under shells in West Virginia for use outside of this area. You could be sure a pipeline of this magnitude, able to transport 2 million decatherms a day, means that the source of these pipelines contains a vast amount of natural gas reserves. And this pipeline, having been constructed costing millions if not billions of dollars, only would make sense if it can transport large amounts of gas through its pipeline for sale and exporting. So you can see this pipeline is a critical infrastructure for this region. Alright, let's get into the next fact. Fact 3. The Marcellus and Utica shales. So what is the pipeline transporting? Well, it's transporting the natural gas reserves that you see here on this map. It's buried deep within the mountains and also the earth of these areas. And this is not an insignificant shale area. The reserves of this area is proven to be roughly 214 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. It is a massive natural gas reserve sitting beneath these two shales. You could say that this is similar to Saudi Arabia in terms of oil. For the United States, this untapped resource presents a gigantic economic advantage, and if they can extract the natural gas from these shales at the volume that is estimated, you can be sure it will make a huge impact to the natural gas industry and prices as well. And so the shale gas of this region is critical, and also one of the reasons why the Mountain Valley Pipeline needs to be constructed, because they need to extract the gas and export it out for sale. Cool. Let's get into the next fact. Fact 4. Eminent domain. Because the Mountain Valley Pipeline traverses through mountain ranges and valleys, it most likely will traverse through private property. The West Virginia and Virginia regions have been settled for hundreds of years. So it is likely there are landowners whose land needs to be used for the pipeline. And when they refuse to sell to the pipeline in terms of the land that they want, or refuse to permit easements, which means giving the pipeline company the right to use that land, the Mountain Valley Pipeline authorities have the right to invoke eminent domain, which means that they could seize it for public interest. And then the landowner has to go through the court system to get compensated. This is very cumbersome and problematic because the process will take quite a bit of long time and the landowner may not get their full market value compensation. So it is always in the landowner's interest to try to negotiate as quickly as possible without going to the courts. Eminent domain is a very touchy and sensitive way to grab land from landowners to public use. Alright, let's get to the next and final fact. Controversial. Anytime you're using non-renewable energy resources, there's bound to be people that are protesting against it. There's always people who want the whole world to use renewable energies only. However, for the Mountain Valley Pipeline, its sole existence is to extract the natural gas, which is a non-renewable energy resource, from the two shales that we talked about. As a result, the Mountain Valley Pipeline is extremely controversial between environmentalists and people who believe that natural gas is still critical to the energy infrastructure of the United States. Even for the pipeline company's website, they have stated and admit that renewable energy resources should be prioritized. However, they mention that it is simply not enough for energy consumption, and there is still a need for non-renewable resources such as natural gas. And the fact that there is 214 trillion cubic feet of natural gas waiting to be used, it is rather hard for people to ignore that and try to concentrate on solar, wind, or hydro electricity generation. And so this pipeline is a huge contention point and controversial between environmentalists and energy companies. Alright, that's it for my video today. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. See you next time.